What up, peeps? This your boy Glass with Get Witted Sports, a place where you get your sports related swag. Coming to you once again with another episode of Hardwood Chronicles. This is going to be a little rant, something that kind of disturbed me a couple of days ago. I just want to go ahead and get it out, put it on video, and see what you guys think about it. It's about Carmelo Anthony, forward on the New York Knicks. Over the summer, he was a free agent. Went to a couple of teams, the Bulls, my hometown Bulls, shouts out, Los Angeles Lakers, and I believe Dallas Mavericks. Had to make a decision. Heard it was down between Chicago Bulls and the New York Knicks. Of course, everybody knows he picked the New York Knicks, and of course, everybody knows why he picked the New York Knicks. They offered him 5 years, $124 million, and we could only offer him $74 million. Easy decision, you know what I'm saying? You had a choice either to go on the winning squad and go for the championship, go to the Knicks, be on the building, on a rebuilding stage, and make that money. Easy. So I was cool with it. You picked the Knicks, we done with it. He gonna turn around Tuesday night, I think it was, a couple of days ago, and on MSG Network on show a documentary. I think it was a 30-minute documentary called, let me get it right, Carmelo Made in New York. And in that documentary, he gonna tell us how close he was being a Chicago Bull. Really? Really, dude? Number one, okay, here you go. It was one part of the time where I was just like, yo, I'm going, meaning that he's gonna come to Chicago Bulls. So in this documentary, he's talking about how he was flip-flopping to come to the Bulls, and I guess he said, here's just a comment, it came down to Chicago and New York. Chicago was the one that from day one was something that I was very impressed with. They was looking for a person like me to come in and just take the team to the next level. Anthony said so it was perfect. It was a perfect setup, perfect fit for me in Chicago. But then I also had to think about just living in Chicago. Do I want to live in Chicago? Do I want to take everything that I created in New York and move all that? It came down to that. Okay, number one. Yes, I have to admit, I did want Carmelo Anthony as a Chicago Bulls simply for the scoring. We got everything else. We got the defense, basically got the roster. I can't complain about the roster, but we need a little bit more scoring. Thought Anthony was going to be able to give that to us. So yes, I ain't going to trip. Wanted Carmelo Anthony. But you picked New York, and I was done with it. This here doesn't make any sense to me. You're going to sit there and say, it was a perfect fit. It wasn't too perfect. You stayed in New York. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to sit there and say, I had to think about living in Chicago. Do I want to live in Chicago? It ain't like we Oklahoma City, you know. We ain't Charlotte. We the second city. I understand New York City is prime time, you want to say, but we known as the second city. We not that bad. And I bet you, I'm going to leave that situation like this. I know it came down to them two teams, and you don't sit there and say that you don't want to move all that stuff that you got in New York to Chicago. I bet you if we had the $124 million and New York had the $74 million, your ass be on the first plane out coming here to the shot. Let's keep it real, you know what I'm saying? So don't give me that, don't blow me nothing up my butt, you know what I'm saying? Let's move on. He also states that when he came to Chicago, he states it was a great meeting. You could tell the culture that they have over there, the seriousness that they have, what they're about. He was recruited by Joakim Noah and Derrick Rose, so that's the only positive thing I got out of that documentary. Everybody was bashing Derrick Rose, saying that he wasn't involved in the recruitment, but Carmelo said that he was, so that's the only positive points I got out of that documentary. He said it comes down to winning at the end of the day, and that's what they're about. So that's what I like. For them to hit everything right on the nail, first time at bat, that's hard to do. That was impressive. So at least you know what we're about. You know the Chicago Bulls is about winning. So simply, you just stated right there that You rather get the money than win a championship. You rather get the money than try to fight for a championship. Simple as that. What else he say? He said he goes to bed one night saying he wants to go to Chicago. He wakes up the next morning saying New York. And then he's stuck again. Frazier, his longtime manager, says Frazier's longtime manager. That's how he feels. He's so loyal to New York, he wants to stay and become a champion here. Champion there, which will blow everybody away. Bro, let me let you know. You got a 5-year contract. I can bet your paycheck to my paycheck ain't the bet. But anyway, I bet within them 5 years, you will not win a championship over there. Within them 5 years, the Bulls will have a championship before New York Knicks will have the championship. I understand you got Phil Jackson over there. What that mean? As you can see right now, ain't too much change since he got the title of president of the New York Knicks. So don't sit here and tell me that you staying over there because they got a championship pedigree over there. I don't want to hear that. We talking about the here and now. So that's that's all I got to say. I'm done tripping on Carmelo. You know what I'm saying? But then again, props to Joakim Noah. At first I didn't like Joakim Noah when we drafted him. I was totally wrong. He's a hard worker. He's a warrior. He's trying to get better. He's doing a better job than what Carmelo Anthony's doing. And back to the scoring. Yes, like I said before, I wanted Carmelo Anthony to be a Bull for the scoring. But from what I've seen now with Jimmy Butler, aka Jimmy Buckets, and I'm still going to have faith in Doug McDermott, the rookie that we got now. He's gonna get comfortable with the Bulls scheme, and he's gonna hit them bucks like he's supposed to. Heinrich, he hitting them threes like he's supposed to now. So I ain't worried about the scoring now. I'm not even worried. I'm not even thinking about Carmelo Anthony anymore. So Carmelo Anthony just need to shut up. We cool. We keeping it going. And from what I see with the Bulls being in 4th place at 12-7 at this point, and Knicks being at the 13th spot at 4-16, we doing all right without you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna end this video from what Joakim Noah said in response to the Carmelo Anthony documentary. He says, "I'm not worried about Carmelo's documentary. That's the past. I'm a live in the moment kind of guy. I've always been. I always have been. I'm not worried about Carmelo's documentary. I know you believe teams need to have all these superstar players and you have it all figured out. We know what's your opinion, what your thoughts are. But maybe the way you view the game and the way I view the game is different. I come in here every day with guys and my teammates and we work hard and we know we have ways to go. But we feel like the potential is there and that's all you can ask for as a player. Is just have that belief that you can go all the way. It's a good feeling. So that's all I need to hear. Once I got a player like that on the Chicago Bulls, I ain't worried about nobody. I'd rather have a player like that who's sure of himself than somebody like Carmelo Anthony who's wishy-washy. Last I remember, there's no trophy looking like this. You know what I'm saying? So, hell what you talking about, Carmelo. Bulls, keep on doing what you're doing. I'm seeing red like y'all. And tell me what you think. Put it down in the comments. This your boy Glass, Get Witted Sports, a place where you get your sports with a little swag. And as always, be good, be safe, get with it. Peace. The hell with you, Carmelo.